What is a specific example of the poor getting poorer?
My mum works close to minimum wage. Rent went up 10. Wages didn't.
You get a raise, and the government cuts your food stamps more than the raise gave you.
Poor people make up the vast majority of people who participate in the lottery.
Inflated cost of living will degrade their quality of life dramatically.
Poor tax when you see that guy walking to Dollar General to buy his groceries for the day because he can't go somewhere the prices are better. Payday loans with predatory interest rates. It's not that poor people don't know it's a bad choice, but it's poor people that are in the position to need payday loans.
Being too poor to afford decent quality items of any type: kitchenware, clothes, tech, vehicles, therefore causing them to purchase them more frequently, thereby costing them more overall.
Rent increasing 10-20 per year in my city, but wage growth has been stagnant.
You work 2 jobs to get more money, but then you don't qualify for any services.
In the US, disabled people lose their disability benefits if they get married. To disabled people who love each other cannot get married without both losing their benefits.
When you can't afford to buy healthy food, your health conditions worsen, and you have to spend even more money on the health system to cure yourself.
Giving money to preachers who say God will reward you with more than you have given.
Wages for poor people have been nearly identical to 20 years ago, yet the price of everything has gone up exponentially. I managed to rescue a ski suit in my size from getting trashed, which is very lucky seeing as I don't have my heating on when my kids aren't or eat.
The past 3 years basically lol. I don't know how poors live in California and New York. You have to give up way too much to live here if you're poor.
50 years of wage stagnation in the U.S.
Poor people used to be able to own run-down homes. Not many people lived in apartments outside of cities. Now people who are middle class can't afford to own anything.
The amount of people living in tents, cars, RVs, and couch surfing.
Late fees of any kind. Can't pay rent your bills. What if we tack on extra money for being late?
Being depressed because you are poor and therefore going out and spending money on fast food and partying.
If you don't have enough money in your bank account to pay for something, the bank will charge you $30 extra.
Payday loans.
Not being able to afford dental care. I'ma be toothless by the time I'm 45 if I even make it that fucking far.
Unless your salary goes up at the same rate as inflation, you are getting poorer every year.
Over. Draft. Fees. This guy's out of money. How dare he? He must pay.
Inflation. If you earned $20 an hour 3 years ago, you now earn $15.
Rent goes up, wages don't.
Skipping the doctor because they can't afford a checkup even with health insurance.
Gestures around